A Van Buren apartment complex that was the scene of that air show crash earlier this summer has caught fire now for the third time this year. A fire broke out at the Waverly-on-the-Lake apartments in Van Buren Township sometime early this morning. In fact, a resident telling Local 4 she woke up to flames in her living room.
Nearly a dozen units ended up being damaged by this fire, some completely destroyed. But thankfully, in all of that, no known injuries. Rod Maloney has the very latest from the scene.
So this noontime, all that's left is the mop-up here at the Waverly Apartments in Van Buren Township. 11 apartments right here in front of you that burned. But there's impressive video that was shot by resident Haley Collum as she was able to get out with the smoke alarms blasting. And she pulled out her iPhone and started taking this incredible video of this fire, watching the firefighters take down the flames as quickly as they could. They had response from 9 different fire departments here, and they were able to make short work out of the fire itself. But it was a harrowing event for at least one resident who told us that she actually had to jump out of her apartment in order to escape safely.
I woke up and I seen like I don't know, like the fire, it was like my living room was like orange, and I'm like, I didn't leave no lights on, and I looked and opened the door and the smoke just kind of was blaring, so I couldn't get out the front door because it was like blaring through the front door. So I kind of just grabbed what I could and got on the balcony and just was like, all right, I got to get down. So I just kind of climbed down and then jumped from the second floor.
And when we got here, there was fire on the backside, third floor apartment. It was starting to extend up into the roof. Once we got the tower here, we were able to set that up, cut it off at the firewall. It's an older complex, so some of the firewalls are intact, some aren't, and this one was. So it aided in us stopping it with these 12 units.
The Waverly Apartments and the people who live here have had quite the summer. Back in May, they had a building burn just like this one. It's still empty at this point. Then they had the plane crash in the ejection from the air show that landed in the parking lot that burned up a lot of cars. And now this, they have all hands on deck trying to get alternative living accommodations for the people who live in this apartment. They think they may be able to save the other one, but that's still up in the air. We'll have to see. But we'll have full coverage of this coming up on Local 4 News at 5 and 6. In Van Buren Township, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Rod, thank you. As we learn more about the cause of the fire, you can expect updates both here on the air and on clickondetroit.com.